Hi. What are your plans for 2025? Have you begun planning? Have you completed your first quarter of planning for 2025? Or are you still contemplating what you're going to do? Or, what's happening? What's happening? Yes, share, talk to me. I'm Cheryl Diane, thought leader, image consultant, speaker, author, and trainer. Please subscribe to this channel. Those of you who listen, who view, and are not subscribed, please do so. You know how the thing goes. We need the algorithm to work for us. We need this channel to mean something. So I'm just saying, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. It will make me very happy. It will make me very, very happy. Yes. So the question is, are you ready for 2025? Have you been focusing on organizing stuff and getting, things in place for 2025? You should be. And the thought I always have about things like that is that even if what you're doing this year should flow into 2025, unless you're making a full pivot, and work could continue after the end of the year into the beginning of the year, it can continue. So even if you don't finish what you thought you were, what you had on the agenda for this year, it can flow into 2025. Certainly can. So it's not the end of the world at all. So whatever you're planning, whether it's something new, like me, well, mine is not really new, but whether it's making a change, a stop, a restart, or however it goes, it should be written down now. Write it down to make it plain. Write it down so you can see it, so you can read it every single day. Write it down so that you will be well on your way in 2025 and you know exactly what you're doing. As I said in my last video, I have decided to, I wouldn't say, retirement is a heavy word for me, but I have retired the aesthetic hat. I've been an esthetician for many years. I've run a skincare clinic for many, many, many years, and I'm also a speaker. And because the image consultant part of me more speaks to it than actually, I don't clean closets and stuff. You've got to be really personal to me to get me to do something like that. But I will speak to you. I'll address, changing your look to change your life. I'll address how the importance of your presence. I will talk about that and do workshops at companies and corporate companies and private companies and all of that. And that's what I do. That's how I use my image consulting hat, qualification, knowledge. That's how I use that. And then of course I said speaker, so I speak on those topics, and I'm also an author. So I want to concentrate more on that in 2025 than on doing the other part of what I love for many years. It has worked for me. It has sent my children to school, brought me a home, helped me to travel, met a lot of nice people, but it is time. And there were two reasons for doing that. One is because I felt that the other part of my career was sort of it was taking off, and then COVID came and everything kind of stopped. And to get it to move again, it's kind of like tough because people still concentrate really on the skin clinic. They always want to talk to me about facials and about getting massages and stuff. They always want to talk to me about that. The other part seems not important because maybe they've seen me doing that other thing for so many years that they're stuck on it. And I want people to get unstuck. I need to climb out of the box that I've been placed in. So that's the reason why. I know that's one of the reasons why. The other reasons why, I'm kind of tired. I need some space for myself. That demands a lot. And now the market is very saturated. I don't wish to compete with any young person, even though I keep up to date with industry trends, and I go to my workshops regularly, and I travel and I do online workshops all the time, so I know exactly what's happening in the aesthetic industry. So I'm not behind by any means, but I just feel that let me give other people a chance and move on to other things, because like I said, I've been called to sow into the lives of women, so I'm working on that. So even though it has been up, so it's not new, and I have everything in place for that, and I have been doing it. I want to kind of push that forward and really bring it to a different level now. Be that the focus of me be on doing that. doing women's empowerment, speaking, training, workshops, and that kind of thing. Even wanting to train others how to become an author, because I've been asked so many times. I was trained by the great Lisa Nichols. I sat in that thing, and I learned how to write my book, and I learned how to publish my book. So I'm a self-published author 6 times, 4 books, 1 journal, a daily journal, and 1 daily planner. I designed those things so that I can have some passive income. When you market it, it's there. Amazon is a publisher. It's printed on demand. You don't have to have a box of books on their bed. It's there, and you can do that. It is available to all of us. It's not hard science, not tough science at all. So if that's what you want to do, get going. Or maybe you can contact me and I can help you with that. Yes. So that's where I'm at in my going forward. I really want to concentrate on that area of life where I'm giving back to others. Yes, me and my shaken video. Yes. So that's where I'm heading. I want to be seen. I want to be known for the person who's doing this kind of work, because that's what I'm called for. See, that's not what you, and how do you know what you're called for? As a question people ask me all the time. You're passionate about it. And when you speak to people, when you meet people and they tell you how you make them feel, you know you're on the right track. And of course, I did my training. I learned to do my storytelling, how to speak, and how to take my story from one level to the other. So I did invest in myself to become to become an inspirational, motivational speaker, transformational even. And so then this is where I am at. I am there now, and there's no turning back. This is how I want to end my career life on this end, unless God asks me to do something else again. Many, many, many years ago, I was told that God wanted to hear my voice. I didn't understand what that meant. I was like, I can't even sing. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't understand He meant to speak and to sow into others. So many ways you can use your voice. And especially if you're passionate about it, if you like talking to people, if you like being among people, it is the best way to go. So I want you to think about it. I'm going to leave it this week with the thought: what are you planning for 2025? If you haven't decided to write it down, it's not too late. It's never too late. Write it down. The other thing is, if you're thinking, what can I do? I'm going to ask 2 questions. What are you passionate about? And what do you have in your hand? What do you have in your hand? What are you good at? And what are you passionate about? Ask yourself those 2 questions and begin to write things down to make it plain. When you write things down, you solidify it. You put it down in a place where it's seen. You can see it, you can read it every day. You can turn it into like an affirmation or a mantra and say it every day until it comes to being. That's how people manifest good things in their lives. Faith without works is dead. You got to write it down, believe you can do it, repeat it over and over again, and push forward. So I'm going to leave you with this. All things are possible with God. Think about what you believe is your path, what your heart tells you that you need to do, and also see talk to God. I believe in prayer, so pray about it. See what you're passionate about, and think about what you have in your hand. What are you very good at doing? Are you good at writing? Are you good at teaching? Are you good at making food stuff? Are you good at developing products? Whatever you're good at, pursue that. Let that be part of your 2025 goal. You may not be able to leave a job or semi-retire like me and do something else, but you can do it while you're doing that. So at some point in time, you can transition into your passion full time. Because if it's the one thing we should have learned from COVID, is that we need to have a backup plan. We need to be able to do something else rather than just go and sit at the desk or drive a bus or whatever it is you do, or do some nails. Have to be able to do something other than just what we call the norm. Okay? So take care. I'll see you all again on the next slide. I'm Cheryl Diane, thought leader, image consultant, speaker, and trainer. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and subscribe. I'll see you next time, same channel. Take care.